During any given year, we know a lot is going on. This video and the attached important dates document will help you stay on track to meet every single deadline for headquarters. Ben and I are going to walk you through each of these important events, so from now on, your chapter won't miss a thing. Let's start with my personal favorite month of the year, January.
Hosted each January, we have Web Academy, SIGTAL's annual 3-day program designed to train presidents, directors of recruitment, directors of finance, and directors of member and community engagement on their responsibilities. For this reason, it's required that each chapter send these officers. Web is so important. This is where you answer the question, how do I do my job as an officer? Trust me, there's a significant difference in levels of performance between chapters who send officers to Web and chapters that don't. It is critical that during officer elections every fall, you select officers that can attend Web. You may also find it beneficial to budget for covering the cost of travel for these individuals. Directors of finance can easily build that into your budget. Next up, Cassie's going to cover association and initiation reports.
Association reports are always due on March 1st in the spring and October 1st in the fall. Initiation reports are always due on April 1st in the spring and November 1st in the fall. Please make sure you can meet these deadlines so your chapter doesn't get a late fee. I hate late fees. Association and initiation reports are submitted through Vault in the same way, chapter initiation reporting. These reports reflect who is in the chapter, and submitting these reports tells headquarters who you're officially adding to the chapter roster, either as an associate member or a newly initiated member. This helps you bill members and helps us at headquarters track retention from association to initiation. If you aren't sure how to submit an association or initiation report, have no fear. Your OmegaFi Services representative or a headquarters staff member both can provide easy directions. All you have to do is ask.
April showers bring roster updates, the most underrated way to save your chapter money. In Vault, your chapter has 2 rosters, a member roster, which tells headquarters and your campus each member of your organization and their status in the chapter, and a billing roster, which tells the director of finance what each of those members is being, well, billed. These 2 rosters should always be current. However, just before April 15th and November 15th, the president and director of finance should revisit the member roster and remove anyone who will not be returning in the next semester. If you want to hear more about roster updates and how you can save a ton of money by ensuring that you do these right, check out our other video, Alexa, Update the Roster.
Also in April, we have the McCune Annual Report. Think of the McCune as your roadmap for chapter operations. Technically, the chapter should be using this all year round, but the report isn't due until April 15th each year. There are 3 very important reasons the McCune exists. First, to provide a standard for achievement and recognition by which all chapters should strive to emulate. Let's do fraternity right, yeah? Second, to help the chapter and headquarters tell SIGTA's story via your submissions. And third, to qualify you to receive some awesome awards for all your hard work. Each chapter is required to submit their McCune annual report every year. McCune submission portals on Smarter Select open on January 1st and again are due by April 15th each year. Check out the Smarter Select tab on the SIGTA website and set up an account now so you can submit your report before April rolls around.
Sweet summertime means SIGTA's summer conferences, Endeavor or Grand Conclave. These 2 conferences alternate each summer. At each of these conferences, we gather together in major cities to talk about big ideas, participate in educational sessions, networking opportunities, and social events, encouraging our members to not only enjoy the camaraderie of one another, but also experience the excitement and sights of a new city. There are speakers, workshops, banquets, and of course, recognition ceremonies. Basically, it's a great time. At Conclave, members have the added responsibility of electing the fraternity president and board of directors, considering legislation and amendments to the Constitution and laws, and learning about fraternity programs. Summer 2019 is an Endeavor year, with the conference being hosted in Atlanta from June 27th to 30th. Start preparing chapter members now to attend. This also means, you guessed it, Summer 2020 is a conclave year, but it's not just any conclave. Summer 2020 is the fraternity's centennial, its 100th birthday, meaning Grand Conclave is going to be bigger and better than ever, so mark your calendars now for June 25th through 28th.
Fast forward to October. Let's get spooky with member safety fees and 990 forms. Member safety fees, put simply, are your chapter members' insurance fees. Headquarters pays the initial insurance bill up front for all chapters, so in October, all chapters essentially pay headquarters back for that cost. On October 1st of each year, chapters need to ensure they have the total cost of their member safety fees in their available balance section of the member safety register on Vault. We all know our chapters can't operate without insurance, so it's vital that your chapter meets this deadline. Missing it could mean a surcharge on your next year's member safety fees and possibly suspension. Ugh, please don't make me do that. Pay your member safety fees. More information on how to do this is included in our Alexa Update the Roster video. Now for those 990 forms. Each summer, our insurance company, BDO, begins contacting chapters to remind them to complete their tax organizer, aka the 990 form, which is always due in October. The best way your director of finance can prepare for this is to hold on to the receipts and records of expenses and income for the chapter each year. Our friends at BDO are super helpful when it comes to preparing chapters to complete these forms, so don't stress. Just remember, if you're a director of finance, start completing this form as soon as BDO reaches out. It will save you lots of time come the fall semester.
Enough about finance, let's talk about Nobleman November. Nobleman Institute is an exciting retreat-based leadership program for newly initiated members of Sigma Tau Gamma. Hosted each November at campsite locations across the nation, this is the fraternity's national new member development program and is often the first time that members interact with a national fraternity. Attendees will get the opportunity to build affinity for the organization, sharpen leadership skills, and participate in a ropes course with new brothers from all over the nation. For more information on any of SIGTA's programs, check out the events page on the SIGTA website.
And finally, we've made it. The last month of the year and your final to-do item, officer updates in Vault. Officer updates could arguably be the most important task on this list. Why? Because we could be giving you the most important information in the world, but if we don't know who your current officers are and how to contact them, your chapter is going to be missing out on a lot of that info. While officer updates are due by December 1st of each year, we expect that your officers are always up to date in Vault. This means anytime you have an officer change, you log into Vault, click on Chapter, Officers, and then edit whichever office it is that changed. It's important that the email address and phone number on file for that officer are also correct, because that's where we'll be sending our information. These few simple clicks will make a world of difference for your communication with headquarters. Trust me, don't underestimate how important this is.
Endeavor forward, gentlemen. This is Ben
And Cassie.
signing off.